Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Some breaking news for the Miami Hurricane fans on the recruiting trail as 2024 three-star edge rusher Cole McConathy flips his commitment from the Louisville Cardinals to the Miami Hurricanes. And this is a guy that, if you're on social media, you're going to see people like kind of sweep this one under the rug, right? Low three-star according to 24/7 Sports. When you dig into what Cole is bringing to the table, one, the film's awesome. This is a guy that has a ton of length, a phenomenal get off the line of scrimmage. But more importantly, if you guys have heard me talk about recruiting, I care a lot about what have you done on Friday nights. Do you have proven production at the high school level? You look at his numbers. As a junior in high school, 110 tackles, 22 sacks, 6 forced fumbles. You look at a 10-game senior year schedule, 92 tackles, 26 and a half of those for a loss, 16 sacks. This dude is a production machine, lives in opponents' backfields. And again, the traits are there. 6'5", 225. Yeah, you'll fill out the frame. You got to trust what you see in terms of the get off, the explosiveness, and the length and frame that he brings to the table. My opinion, really good get. Want to turn on the film to kind of show what Cole brings to the table, and then talk about what the Miami Hurricanes are going to be closing this 2024 class like. Before we do, just want to say thank you to you guys, and a special shout out to the Miami Hurricanes fans. You guys have been absolutely awesome. You guys know I love talking recruiting, and we've been talking a lot of Miami recruiting. The support you guys show, it really does mean a lot. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And more importantly, for Miami Hurricane fans, we're in the process of prepping kind of a transfer portal target list, and we'll kind of be going over what top targets the Miami Hurricanes should be going after in the transfer portal. It's no secret. Mario Cristobal about to get extremely active, not only in the 2024 trail as he closes out till signing day, but also in that transfer portal as well. So again, if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have any recommendations, positions, players that we should add to the transfer portal list, the transfer portal wish list, if you will, let us know. Let's get into Cole McConathy, though. Again, extremely good production, and he kind of checks a lot of the boxes that you want, and maybe a reason he's kind of flying under the radar, if you will, in terms of the high school rankings is he's a little light, right? 6'5", but only 225 pounds. I'm not going to panic about that, because what is the first thing you do when you early enroll or get into the summer as a freshman playing college ball? They're going to put weight on you. And Cole McConathy, he has the frame to get up to 260, 265 pounds. Is he as college ready as a guy like Ruben Bain? Absolutely not. No one's arguing that. It's probably why he's a 3-star and Ruben Bain was the top 100 prospect. That being said, this is a nice developmental piece to get into the program with a ton of high upside. Want to get into the film a little bit, talk about what he brings to the table, and you're going to see the first rep just be really special. I mean, in terms of, this is a dude that we're talking about, 6'5", 230 pounds. His get off, I mean, freaky. You see the length, right? You see he has those long arms, but man, his get off, amazing. He turns the corner really well, deals with the running back trying to chip, gets after it. He got really, really high motor, and this is a play that I'm sure Mario Cristobal and the staff really like. Nice swim move, right? Gets kind of washed out, does not give up on the play, continues to play hard, ends up forcing a fumble. That's the type of stuff that you want to see from a high schooler, right? The motor, the effort, that's going to get you sacks at the college football level. Again, you see the burst off the line of scrimmage. Little read option here, lives in opponents' backfields, diagnoses it right away, physical, sure tackler. Another thing that I like about him, he's kind of versatile. Like, he's a guy that you're going to see him, one, lining up in the three-point stance coming off the edge, but you're also going to see him kind of stand up as an outside linebacker. You see them kind of in that 3-4 technique here, where he's kind of playing that outside linebacker role. He's a guy that can operate in space and is athletic enough to close the gap and do some stuff in coverage. So you're getting a versatile prospect as well, which I like, but don't get it twisted. I mean, this is a guy that wants to be physical, wants to get after the passer, and that's what he shows. Again, kind of a wide 9 technique here. I mean, he is really good off the line of scrimmage. We'll rewind this one real quick. I mean, his burst, this tackle doesn't have a chance. Dips right underneath the hands, goes and finds the quarterback. When you turn on the film, like, this is a guy that I think a lot of Miami Hurricane fans should be excited about. And again, you see the ranking. Okay, it is what it is. Here's another great example of him using his hands. I mean, this is rare for a high school guy to be able to use that length, not only to have that length, but to be able to use it, use those hands. Nice little swim move. Again, closing the gap really quick, finishing the play. A lot to like about what Cole McConathy brings to the table. And you take a look up at what the Hurricanes are doing. And one thing, I mean, you can be critical about the season. Obviously, the quarterback play hasn't been what you wanted it to be. But if there's one reason to be really optimistic about what Mario Cristobal is doing with this Miami Hurricanes program, it's establishing the trenches. I mean, this is a team that can run the football extremely well. And then the front seven on the defense, I mean, it's elite, right? Guys like Ruben Bain, Leonard Taylor really stepping up. You take a look at what they're doing in this class. Marquise Lightfoot, massive win out of Chicago, Illinois, kind of a riser in the recruiting rankings. You scroll down a little bit, Artavius Jones, they go out and get JUCO prospect Markel Bell, who's an absolute house. We haven't gotten a chance to talk about him. I mean, he is 6'8.5", 340 pounds, an absolute unit. You have a guy like Booker Pickett Jr., who, again, production at the high school level. Elias Rudolph, you got to be really excited about what Mario Cristobal is doing along the trenches. He's going to get the skill talent to come. There's enough talent in the state of Florida to get some of those speedsters on the outside. You already have some stockpiled from the 2023 class, but if there's one big takeaway from this Miami Hurricanes team, and realistically, if that quarterback play was just a little bit better, I mean, the whole narrative around this Miami Hurricanes season is different, right? This defense was a top 15 defense in the country. I think this is a top 15 team in the country if the quarterback play just wasn't as bad as it is. And I'm not trying to take a dump on Tyler Van Dyke. Like, I like the guy, but he just hasn't played a winning football. You get that quarterback situation figured out with all the talent they have, Francis Mauigoa, Ruben Bain in the 2023 class, what they're about to do in the transfer portal, the pieces are there for this Miami Hurricanes team to win. They got to figure out that quarterback spot. We'll be talking about a quarterback in the transfer portal for sure. Miami fans, again, appreciate you guys rocking with the boys. You all been with us with the highs, with the lows. Can't thank you guys enough. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll talk to y'all later.